Praise the Lord. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God I'm free. Thank God I'm faithful. Thank God I'm family. Thank God I'm fortified. Thank God I'm funny. Thank God I'm forgiven. Thank God I'm freed. TGIF. We thank God for things being as well as they are. As I leave this alone. Taking my first break. We have to take a break from the mental misery. We have to take a break from the psychological situations. We have to take a break from the mental minions that seem to pester and track and haunt us. We have to take a break from mean and satanic and sadistic and nasty and improper and ornery and unkind and impolite people. We have to take a break from the emotional battleground, the emotional merry-go-round, the crazy park that some of us seem to visit each and every day in the form of ourselves or in the form of others. We have to take a break from all of the monstrosity of the people who want to beat us down and beat us up and call us unkind and impolite names. We have to take a break from the people who seem to always want to deal us a horrible hand at their hands as I leave this alone. TGIF. Thank God I'm free. Thank God I'm 40. I'm 52, over 40. I thank God that I'm faithful. I thank God for my sense of humor. Sometimes you feel like a nut. That's how people are. And sometimes you don't. But we have to give ourselves breaks from people who haven't changed, won't change, show no sign of changing, and they just keep on beating us up and beating us down and sometimes, well, most of the time we don't figure out that someone has mistreated us until we spend so much time with them awaiting their great change, and they don't change. So when a person doesn't change after so many months, weeks, years, or whatever the case may be, then and only then do we realize that that person has mistreated not only themselves because they wouldn't change, but they mistreated us also. And this just in, if you're in a relationship or marriage and one person does all the changing, even though that one person may have all the problems or be the problem in a marriage or relationship, if I do all the changing, we're not going to make it. If you do all the changing, we're not going to make it. We have to change together as I leave this alone. But so many people grow old, but they don't grow up. So many people grow apart. So many people stick with the familiar. They stay with people who they've been fighting with and into it with for years, and years turn into decades, and decades turn into 2 decades and 30 years. And you think you love this person. You might love them, but you've been fighting to stay with them. You've been fighting to keep them. You've been fighting to get along. There's no TGIF. There's no thank God I'm free. There's no thank God it's Friday. There's no thank God I'm family. It's unfortunately you still with the F is familiar. As I leave this alone, give yourself a break today. You deserve it. Reassess and take a spiritual inventory. Is this person worth the fight? Is this person worth fighting for? Why is this person fighting me, but they didn't fight their way out of the last situation they was in? It took someone else or something bad to deliver them from that horrible marriage or that horrible relationship. They didn't get themselves out of it. It took somebody else or someone or an act or actions to get them out of it. As I leave this be, we have to really, really overstand. When it's over, it's over. Don't continually fight with the same person. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and months turn into years. And I know it's easier said than done, but my mom and my dad had an old saying: would you rather get out with a heart in peace, or would you rather get out with a heart in pieces? If you spend all your time and energy and life force fighting this person, and somebody come along, all your beauty, all your intellect, all your kindness, all your sweetness, all your getting along is gone because you spent all your years fighting and dealing with the same old evil, sadistic, satanic, won't change, stubborn, ornery person. And this just in, when a person, you keep talking about somebody is ornery, and they not 100 years old or 80 or 90, and you keep saying they honoring, they young enough to know better, they're young enough to change, they're young enough to do better. When I mean by young enough, I'm talking about you're over 21 and you're under 99. As I leave this be. But many people won't change, but they'll fight you tooth and nail because you point out something they need to change. They'll fight you tooth and nail knowing what they need to change. How many years have you been saying to this person, I'm tired of you cussing me out. I'm tired of you calling me names. I'm tired of you drinking. I'm tired of you partying. I'm tired of you doping. I'm tired of you drugging. I'm tired of you talking to me this way. See, it's like an addiction. You keep talking to someone about their behavior. It's like a crack, meth, cocaine, or alcohol addiction. You've been saying it for years, and then they finally put that whiskey bottle down, that syringe, that dope, them drugs. Look at how many decades they've wasted. It's the same way with a person who won't talk to you right, who's accusatory, who's always insinuating, who's always threatening you, disappearing acts, cussing you out, disrespectful, profane mouth, mad all the time, snap, crackle, and pop, explosive temper all the time. And when they finally change, how many years have passed? When they finally change, who did they marry? When they finally changed, how long were you married? When they finally changed, they divorced and didn't change. As I leave this alone, TGIF. Thank God I'm free. Thank God I'm faithful. Thank God I'm family. Thank God I'm funny. Thank God I'm fortified. Thank God I'm free. Thank God I'm forgiven. Thank God I'm faithful. Thank God I'm funny. I'm grateful and thankful for my own significant change. When was the last time you changed for the better? When the last time you made a decision to benefit you and your life, or you and your children, or you and your general welfare, or your well-being? As I leave this alone, get away from the mental misery, get away from verbal viciousness, get away from the foolish fighting, get away from the profound profanity, get away from the constant cussing, get away from the purposeful profanity. As I leave this alone, God bless you, God keep. It's my prayer. It's easier said than done, but I'd rather get out with a heart in peace than get out with a heart in pieces. Peace. One. TGIF.